You know, guys, if your relatives are not relative, then they're not your relatives. And in normal social terms, we're talking about your family here. If your family is not acting like family, then that's not your family. And one of the greatest lines in movie history was Tupac in the movie Above the Rim. I forget who he was talking to, but he told homie, he was like, just because a motherfucker, he said, just because a motherfucker your family don't mean he family. That's some true shit. Because in order to call people your relatives, they have to be relative, and in more better terms, they have to be relatable. If your relatives are not relatable, then they're not relative. They're not equal to you. They're not the same. And it's a very hard concept for people to accept. I mean, let's be honest, guys. The average person out here is not able to walk away from what they grew up with and what they used to. Whether we're talking about family or whether we're talking about your favorite burger, fried chicken joint, it's hard to walk away from what you're used to. But you have to change. Because if you don't change in life, you sure gonna change in death. That's for sure. Bet on that. So you might as well get used to change while you so-called alive. These people, they say that they don't know, my so-called relatives say that they don't know who I am. Now, I feel the same way about that. Well, actually, I don't feel the same way about them. The way I feel about them is that I never knew these people. So when Jesus told whoever he was talking to in the Bible, depart from me, I don't know you. That's what I'm saying to these so-called relatives. I'm not relative to you. We're not equal. You need to depart from me. I don't know you. I never knew you people. Matter of fact, Jesus said, I don't know you. Did he say I never knew you? I don't know. But I never knew these people. Remember, they say that I changed. So that meant that they knew who I was. Right? When I didn't know who I was. Ain't that the proof? That's all the proof you need right there. What's going on here? Because they say I changed. In order for them to say I changed, they must have knew me. But I never knew them. So it's not even me like trying to be sarcastic or cynical when I say I never knew them. I never knew them. Not that I don't know them. No, I never knew these people. Obviously, right? Yesterday I said that manipulation doesn't exist if the person who's being manipulated don't even know that they being manipulated. Now, there's a double side to that. It could be a half truth to that. But I thought about it today. Spirit said, well, think about the stock market. You know, you go to that stock market or you go to the bank or whatever, and you're trying to get the best deal or the best rate, right? Well, the only reason you would be trying to get your best out of the deal is if you knew that there was a possible chance of manipulation, right? But when you just simply don't know, how can somebody be manipulating you? No, they're not. They're manipulating, but they're not manipulating the subject. The subject has no idea what's going on. But I digress. You know, think what you wanted at. But just to wrap this up, guys, yeah, you have to, in order to call somebody your relatives, they have to be relative. And these so-called relatives in my life, they're not relative to my actions or my words. They're not relative to the change that I want to bring in this world. They're not relative, so they're not my relatives. See? But I'm gonna go ahead and close that out. Yeah, but yeah, Tupac said, yeah, just because a motherfucker your family don't mean he family.